like to keep their opponents honest.
Nearly got Illinois in 5 sets in the Big Ten opener a couple of weeks ago. And Dana Retke ties it at 1 with the middle ball. Well, that's the apex of the jump for a player that's 6 foot on the outside. Roll shot the other way. There's Julia Orgel, the freshman sensation. Big Ten player of the week for Orgel, freshman of the week. And she's got freshman of the year type capability. Well, Wisconsin was very curious where they would see Bizzario line up. Would it be the left? Would it be the right? And a kill and a stuff to get her night started. Back to that matchup again. It was dug in the back on the swing by Retke. And Orgel coming in hot to Slagle with her second kill. Well, played with so much passion. There was a local reporter here in Madison after the Friday match, and so they could probably hear you a couple counties away, even with the loud noise here at the field house. Slide for Devin Robinson, plucked out by Iowa, and Clayton looking for hands and didn't get it. Played at the opposite the last match that Iowa played against Michigan. Hitting the negatives, but a perfect start for her in the middle tonight. And now she swings outside, and it's Hilly that dumps it down.
She knows that Iowa struggles with those 5 to 10 foot balls, so we'll see her beat. She knows Iowa has trouble with those balls, so she's going to be pretty offensive tonight.
A back set coming for Clayton, and that's out.
So we'll find that rhythm coming a little more consistently through the match.
I believe we've seen her slide out to the outside and on a banjo tuck to the inside and get swings off for Iowa.
High hands, mix up her shots a little bit and try to get the kill.
Oh, Robinson got dug, but that ball ruled a double contact on Iowa.
You don't put in good serves that are tough to pass. They're just going to have a heyday with you.
A couple of really clean passing games that Wisconsin played over the weekend against Illinois and Minnesota, and it sets up Loberg, sending that right at Mari Hinkle. Loberg coming off her best 2 attacking matches, back-to-back double-figure kill matches over the weekend. And there's Jardine chipping the block. And she's earned a bigger role tonight in this midweek match.
And I think it helps, too. She came in January, so she had so much time to train with this team while they were doing so well that she's had a lot of time to train with them, get that set perfectly good. And there it is, that perfect tempo ball showing off.
It has not been an issue of heat coming off of her hand. It's been accuracy, and that split 2 back row players for Jardine. And now that serve creeping in again for Wisconsin to put them up 5.
They love her on that back line.
Ortega goes middle for Jones. Hilly is there. And Ashburn, who trains as a setter, had the second ball. This time it's Hilly in the more conventional second contact. Great dig by Slagle. The libero for Iowa getting down. Hands there on Retke. And Bizzario tees off.
The best blockers on their team, but look at that dig from Maddie Slagle in the back row. Iowa just...
Again, Boyer, the 2-year libero for this Iowa team. Bizzario down line. Toward a little bit bigger of a load. Her swings were down the past 3 matches, so were the kills after a huge opening Big Ten match against Illinois. Orgel tried the off speed. Slagle over to cover it. And back to Orgel inside the block. Clayton off balance. Kept it alive. On a banjo, got coverage from Barnes. Orgel just keeps on swinging.
And Julia Orgel is having a heck of a night so far. I mean, she is really being the team's leader right now. They can really lean on her. She's kind of the glue holding them together, taking a lot of swings out of system.
And Courtney Bizzario has been that for Iowa. And she racks up another first set kill. She's got 4 already. And something she can focus not solely on now, but a little bit more exclusively on now that she's not setting like last year. And Orgel at it again in set 1, her 4th kill. The opposite of her personality off the floor, according to Kelly Sheffield, her head coach. Warrior spirit on the court. Smiley as ever off the court. And Devin Robinson with some authority down to the floor.
Sideline pretty much perfectly.
Another tough serve for Wisconsin. That's how they set the table on Friday night in their win against Minnesota. Slagle with another tough dig. And Vanderwide goes off hands, the freshman for Iowa.
Using those hands so well.
She went from flashing potential to just having a really good freshman season so far. Hinkle tried to keep it up, could not. What I'm hearing is worth it.
In the long run.
She's got a couple of different serves she can throw at you. Ortega goes Jones, and Jones puts it through. Badger crowd trying to get him going, and Jones right back at it on the overdig. Vicki Brown, her head coach, has said that she stopped standing next to her on the sideline. She gets so into it, cheering on her teammates.
And that's even during practice. I mean, she just gets fired up at all times. Vicki Brown said, I got to stand somewhere else just because she's so loud every day.
Breaking the Advil out every once in a while. Jones short off tape there. Vicki Brown's team hasn't gotten her a ton of swings. And we've seen what she can do when she gets them tonight. And back to her, and she tools it for a third kill.
Got to have the pass if you want to get your middles involved.
And Slagle's got several digs in this opening set. Can't get that one. Grace Loberg chipping the block. I know we had some people right before break wondering where that was going.
Weeds a bit.
Breaking that thing down. And Bazario's been one of the top swingers for Iowa, but Wisconsin had her defended, and then the block shows up on Loberg that time. So Iowa statistically winning the block battle. And they can get this to a one-point set, and they do with Bazario. Cutting it past Ashburn. A legitimate National Player of the Year candidate up there for the Gophers. Bazario has her team within one. And Dana Retke dug by Vanderwide. Loberg winding up and sticking it inside the white. Ortega looking for Hansen, and she's turned away by Retke.
Yeah, you don't beat Purdue a lot, but especially you don't beat them in Holloway. So this Illinois team is pretty legit this year.
And Cleveland and Cooney were the two stars the other night. And meeting 5 days later in Champaign tonight.
They're digging the ball so well. They're defending so well, putting a lot of pressure from the service line like they wanted to do, limiting their offensive options. And this is the game plan that they wanted to have.
5 kills, hitting .250 in the opening set. Hannah Clayton into a wall. And Orgel finishes off set 1. Orgel in set 1, 6 kills.
Julia Orgel having a heck of a match so far to keep the Badgers up 1-0, 25-21 in that first set.
But now this is a hot ticket. Hard to come by, especially with these Big Ten matches. Set 2 begins with a strong block for Vanderwide and Jones, and Iowa continues to look strong here on the road. Bailey Ortega using the tape to her advantage, and Jardine turned away. Look out on that pin right now for Iowa.
Same matchup, just putting it away the exact same way she did before.
Grace Loberg sends Hinkle sprawling back. Took that one near the chin, but steadies herself. Loberg cuts it inside that time. After 11 kills on Friday against Minnesota, 12 against Illinois, building and building. And the block back the other way. Retke and Hilly combine for the Badgers. And Retke maybe influencing that swing too. And Retke was a player earlier in her career at 6'8". She just got blocks because she was tall, but Kelly Sheffield says that she's a present at the net like we're seeing here because...
Yeah, he said it's the healthiest she's ever been during her time there, and it really shows. I mean, she's moving really, really well, taking hard rips at the ball, getting up strong on those blocks. So it's fun to see a player like Dana Retke who has been so dominant.
A little different look opposite of her with Amaya Jones tonight in that rotation, and Jones found a way to sneak it past that block. Then Retke gives it right back. And Boyer thumps the serve. Ace, Jocelyn Boyer.
She knows what they're good at. So back from the service line is somewhere where she can really make an impact.
Hansen into the hands. Slagle down there digging again. Ashburn overhead. High ball for Orgel. Oh, man, out of system. Orgel still sends it down.
That's impressive.
Perfect set, perfect pass. What? Overrated. There's a little more conventional swing for Orgel, and that one's outside. Hansen with a push. Barnes going back. One hand. Lauren Barnes showing why she's the defensive player of the week.
Just a little bit to find that back corner.
Bezerio coming in hot. Orgel down to get it. Playing it off the net. Restart the point, and Bezerio too strong. Checking out how Barnes trains. It's impressive stuff.
I mean, you talk about the skill that's needed to be a libero at this level, but you got to put in the work too, and she's one that always puts in the extra work.
Always talking too. This is a very loud Badgers team. And there was a touch there. Mari Hinkle, the UCLA transfer, puts in strong serve at Barnes. Then Jardine, heavy on the swing on the outside.
Might try to go for a few different things offensively or from the service line, but both teams just need to do a good job of keeping the ball in right now.
And Robinson got it inside Clayton. Orgel, it's breathtaking when she goes up for that approach, but it's sent back. On a Banjo back in there, giving him good time in the middle.
She has to put it away.
Didn't play for about a month, returned in their last match. Back-to-back with big swings for the Hawkeyes. Rana Banjo. And that's out for Vanderweide. Anna McDonald had her first career ace on Friday and serving for the Badgers. Well, Retke had the set. Jardine and Hilly came together. Need a heavier ball. There's Retke back at her more traditional spot. And Hilly got it to Retke. And Hinkle sets Vanderweide. And that was off antenna, off of the hands. Vanderweide steaming at Barnes.
And Vanderweide is getting so many swings for them right now. She's a freshman outside, something that's pretty tough to do. You're getting a lot of balls out of system, but they like to feed her, whether that's in system, out of system, because she has such a heavy arm and she's going to put the ball away.
Pulled her out of Michigan. Grand Rapids Christian won a couple of state championships. Addie Vanderweide, named to watch in the Big Ten the next several years. Ashburn played a tough angle. Joust there for Orgel. And a point to Wisconsin. Iowa in violation.
Forcing that setter to try to take the ball over, even though she was back row.
Boyer getting Iowa out of system one more time with her serve. And Orgel off hands again. Boyer dug Bezerio. And Retke past Slagle.
The other team is not expecting it.
I'll tell you, Boyer's probably had some practice digging Bezerio, too. And Barnes kept that one up and lets Orgel swing for 10 kills tonight. Just had to ring in your grandma, who's in Poland right now. Well, Bezerio takes the swing out of the timeout in Iowa.
We need this one right now. Just put a good ball up so we can find one of our hitters.
Retke was off 1 foot, back to Orgel. If you're a Badger fan, early in the season, you're used to Dana Retke leading the team in kills. Now it's Orgel. How about Clayton snapping that thing down? Back outside to Bezerio with another kill.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Timeless. Vanderweide was thinking donut. Barnes was ready to go. Split with the setup for Clayton. Barnes all the way down to the floor, and Loberg rewards Barnes.
Doing a good job of saying thank you and putting it down.
Oh, sizzling just inside the line for the ace. So there's the flash of the brilliance of the top spin for Julia Orgel.
See the ace numbers go up, but you'll also see those errors go up a bit.
Loberg, Schlegel, digging it back there with one, but that was put on a platter for Robinson. This one brings up set point for the Badgers. Vanderwide skews that outside, and the Badgers take set 2 to go up 2-zip. Any other pronunciation on the docket tonight?
Oh, I practiced that, yes, more than I prepped.
Thanks for your honesty. Set 3 begins with a Vanderwide kill. And now she's got an ace.
Service line, and she does stuff like that, dropping the ball right in front of those passers.
Player that's come the furthest in the last 4 weeks for Iowa is off the service line now on the Dana Retke kill. The Ashburn for Wisconsin, turned right back at her by Jones.
Lacked last set, but something that they're going to really work to get heavy on this set.
They also like her at the service line, but she's not there for long. Grace Loberg taking the high ball and sending it down. Some balance as far as that number 2 hitter tonight for Sydney Hilly, distributing it out to her and Robinson and Retke. It's been Orgel that has the 11 kills, leading the Badgers. Zario sent the rebound to Clayton. And cross body, there's Kendra Hansen. Split gets the serve in this time. Retke coming from the 10-foot line, sails it. Just beyond the line to keep Split serving. She's located each of these 2, and then Retke rebounds in a big way after the air. Not that it takes much when you're hitting .534 on the year. And that's out for Iowa. On a banjo, got hands on Robinson. And then Robinson gets the swipe and the kill.
It's so good in the middle, so good on the opposite. It can really fill any position that this team needs.
And Anna Smrek is getting close to being ready to play again for the Badgers as Courtney Bizzario makes it a 1-point Hawkeye lead again. Set the table in Big Ten play in a big way. 24 kills, 10 digs, and a near win against Illinois. Pushed the Illini to 5. Having another big night tonight after a couple more low-volume nights for Bizzario.
She's going to keep going for those hands.
Hilly tried for the second. Not there.
Like I said, she's offensively kind of hit or miss. I mean, if she has a team she's going against that doesn't defend well, she's going to keep herself involved all night long. If she doesn't, she's going to try to lessen up just a little bit offensively. Like setting those pins, especially in those out of systems. So we'll see her keep getting the ball and hopefully get some more points for this Hawkeye team.
Robinson looking for that corner spot again, but we have that big one tonight against Purdue. Big Ten Women's Volleyball powered by Unleaded 88 on Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Connor Onion, Emily Eamon back with you from the Fieldhouse in Madison. Badgers took the second set convincingly after the Hawkeyes gave them a fight in set 1. Not a trash play, I mean. Yeah, that was Demps coming in. She's moved around positionally the last couple of weeks. Vicki Brown was very interested in the airflow in this Fieldhouse. Plenty of experience coaching and playing here. And her team's back up by the 3 spot with Vanderwide swinging again in the direction that Iowa serves, and that can make things difficult for Wisconsin to pass. And Vanderwide staying back there. Wisconsin never got it over.
Biggest gyms that I remember playing in the Big Ten, and it's so big that you would go and your serves would just sail 50 feet out of bounds.
That's something that she was talking about with the new Extreme Arena, a little more intimate there in Coralville. Iowa's most aggressive and consistent server, Amaya Jones. And Retke in the lap of Ortega. On with her and Orgel for the top swinger. Orgel leading the team right now in kills per set just barely. And Hannah Clayton sends Iowa the first to 15 in this set.
Yeah, two players that are at the top in program history and hitting percentage. I mean, they do such a good job when they are involved. The problem is just keeping them involved.
It's Clayton getting this ball and turned away. Redkey boomerangs that thing. And the reaction was chillin', chillin', chillin'. Explosion. Oh, Clayton coming around in the slide. Nice. In the middle in this program right now, Clayton number 2 in program history, hitting over 290. Robinson got resistance, didn't matter. Clayton on the pin, turned away. Yulia Orgel getting into the block party.
Clayton likes to hit. Good job by the freshman.
Vanderwide off strong hands of Demps and Robinson. And Robinson jabs it home.
Good job by the freshman again, getting her offense really going.
And that's out on a banjo. Swerved it outside. They got the 4-0 run, got the Badger fans up. Trailing by as many as 5 in this set. And there's a block, Clayton. Again involved, this time defensively.
Putting up a brick wall up there, straight down.
Demps, a little long.
Just a little bit long, but she'll keep continuing to hammer that ball deep.
Oh, she went to Haley, went to the opposite side this time with Orgel.
So not enough time, as she does a good job of getting that ball high, giving herself time to approach.
A little bit more conservative serve that time for Orgel. And Loberg, Hinkle on the overpass. Vanderwide running in for the approach and free from Slagle. Hilly for Demps, scores it. Forcing Dana Redkey to grab her heart. Jay Demps. Heart eyes for Jay Demps with Redkey on the sidelines right now. And Jones scores it. Iowa not going away. Maya Jones has gotten 1 kill tonight. Usually a second has come right after that. Let's see if they set her again. Won't get a chance. It's Jay Demps. A second one and a second swing for her.
Jay Demps does really well. She bangs through right that seam.
And joust there with Redkey and Ortega. And Ortega was over the top. And Vicki Brown said the most consistent part of her team is right here, the service line. And it gets her team ahead late in set 3.
At least tries to every time, so expect her to do it again. Just one of those 15 feet balls.
Nearly went sailing over Loberg. Pass and kill for Grace Loberg. Stood her ground though and got the kill to tie it at 21. And Jones raining another one down. So they've all come in bunches tonight for Maya Jones.
Maya Jones has done such a good job of finding a way to score.
And half her swings have gone down tonight. Zerio back in there, little quiet lately, but a big kill for the Hawkeyes to bring them within 2 at taking this set. A good battle in that area. Wisconsin coming off one of their best passing weekends of the season. Iowa playing to their strength with that serve. And Wisconsin brings it within 1. Net call up front before the dig came. Grace Loberg to serve for Wisconsin. Zerio rejected. Coverage from Ortega. Zerio got in trouble, had to go left. Redkey ties it up.
The crowd's going to give it to you all night, and it's tough to really close out those sets.
Well-researched crowd. Zerio at Barnes. Sliding to keep it up. Orgel way back behind that 10-foot line. Coverage from Ashburn. Redkey got it blocked. Restart it for Hilly and Orgel. Thrown from the Wisconsin crowd. Thought Orgel had it on the roll. Try Redkey again, and she tools it to bring up match point.
Give it to Dana Redkey, and she's going to close it out.
Zerio rips it at Barnes. Redkey, too strong. Jenna split. Rutke, a third swing in a row. Slagle had the set. How about that? Maddie Slagle, the libero, gets Vanderwide. And the Hawkeyes up one. A couple of times tonight we've seen her bail out at the last second. Layton tapped it. Orgel unloads. For this final climax to close it out in 3 sets. Split goes to the middle. On a banjo, got a good swing off. And Loberg saved it. Reload for Split. Back row Basario. On match point, Wisconsin wins it with Devin Robinson.